Hey guys, it's Jaylon. Welcome back. I'm here today to share with you my update for the Throwback 30 Project Pan. This is a Pantastic Ladies Collab project and it was created by Jessica. For this project, Jessica picked 30 projects that had been created for the Pantastic Ladies, and you were to pick one item for each of the 30 projects. So some of these were projects from a long time ago that have not come back. Some of them are recurring projects that maybe some folks can't participate in for one reason or another. But yeah, 30 prompts. Leading into this particular update, I had finished 13 of the 30 prompts, so I had 17 remaining. So I do have 3 items this month that I can roll out, which is awesome, and they're all empties. The first one is for the project prompt, the 4 seasons, and I chose the season spring. And for that, I brought in the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Hydrating Moisturizer. This is a full-size moisturizer, so as you can see, it's very springy, and I did finish this. Now, I don't think I would repurchase this. It was a decent moisturizer, but I didn't love the consistency. It's a little too silicone-y for my tastes. And it doesn't have the ingredients on the back here, but yeah, I felt like it had a lot of silicone, so I wouldn't repurchase it. But you know, it was all right. It was hydrating enough, but that's out of my collection. The next project prompt was for In the Panning Zone, and this was related to the Twilight Zone, and you could pick one of the prompts and pick a product for that. So I chose, I think they were episode names. This is the 16mm Shrine, and for that you were to bring in a deluxe size item. So I brought in this YSL mini perfume in Mon Paris, and I finished it. So this was a dauber, and I decanted it into an atomizer because I don't like doing that. But yeah, so I finished it. Yay. Done. I've had that particular perfume forever. It came in like a Sephora deluxe size pack. And then you had like a scent certificate that you could exchange. Anyway, I've had it for a long time. All right, the last item I can roll out was for the project prompt Beauty A to Z. So I chose the letter N and brought in one of my favorite products, the lip moisturizer by Neutrogena. The Neutrogena lip moisturizer with SPF 15. I love this moisturizer. I've been talking a lot about this because I've got it. I had it in this project and then I have it in another project as well, another one, because I have several backups. So anyway, it's finished. I'm not digging that out because like I said, I have several backups of this, but this is a great moisturizer. If you need a hydrating chapstick, this one, it's so good. Can be a little hard to find, but it's fantastic. I think I find those at my Walgreens, my local Walgreens. Moving on to items I'm still working on. For the project prompt 12 Days of Christmas, I chose the line 3 French Hens and brought in an item that was made by a French brand. This is by Caudalie. It's the Overnight Detox Oil. So this is how I'm doing on this. As you can see, this top line, which you can probably barely see, was where I started. Every time I mark this, it disappears. I did go ahead and mark it today. We'll see. We'll see if it sticks around. I am fairly confident that I'll be able to finish this before the finale. It has just not been that hot here. I still use this on a regular basis, but I think if it was cold and there was a lot of heat, like dry heat, I would like from the heater, I'd probably be using this more frequently, but it's been like unseasonably like record highs lately. It's annoying. I'm ready for it to cool down. We are getting a cold front tonight, but then it like gets cold and then it goes right back up. The next project prompt is Birthstone Beauty. So I chose the Birthstone Sapphire and brought in the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. It's this little deluxe size sample. I'm still working on this for very same reasons as I still like don't have as much progress as I thought I would have on this. I just don't really need this right now because my skin is not super dry, but this is how this is looking. So maybe whenever it gets really cold here, like consistently, I will use this more regularly. The next project prompt is Cupid's Bow, and for that you were to bring in something that reminded you of Valentine's Day. So I brought in my Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blusher in Sex on Fire. Here's the blush, and here is the shade. My goal is to use this 30 times. So far I've used it 17, and last month I had 15. So I only used it twice in the last month. I did have some other blushes that I was trying to hit a usage goal on. So now that those are out, maybe I can get some use on this. I say that about all the blushes I'm working on, because I currently have like 5 that I'm working on. So I did not use this today. Wait, did I? I did. I used this today. It's a pretty blush, but over halfway there. I have 2 items I'm not working on. They are both like summery scented, like shower gels or body creams. So I'll probably get to those more so in like March timeframe. The next item that I do have some progress on is for the prompt Harry Potter, and you were to bring something in that was like the color of one of the houses. So I went with Gryffindor and brought in these Lululemon Precious sheet masks. A little dirty. And I still have, I feel like I made pretty okay progress on this. There's still a ton of them in here. So that's where we are. There's still a ton in here. I have been kind of going more so with full-size sheet masks, like that are in their individual packets. I find that those are more hydrating than these are. I kind of sometimes forget to use these. The same thing happened with the last pack I had of these. These are like more like daily sheet masks versus something that you only use like once or twice a week because it's a lot more hydrating. These are somewhat hydrating. I just always forget to use them. The next item I have is for the Project Prompt Budget Beauty. So I brought in the Maybelline Super Stay Ink Crayon in the shade Stay Exceptional, which is this one here. I am so excited because I'm really close to hitting my goal on this. Here is the shade right here. I think it's a gorgeous lip product. I love the formula. It's really nice. But I just have, probably 1 or 2 uses and I can roll this out, which is very exciting. My goal was to use a quarter of what was in here. The next project prompt is lip service, and I normally bring in items that are more like on the high end, mid to high end range, so like think $20 and up typically. So for this particular project, I decided to bring in something that was more budget friendly that I normally wouldn't pick for that project. So I brought in this Lippy Sticks by ColourPop. It's in the shade Last Call. And in that project, I also like to use a quarter of what's in the bullet, but for this I decided I wanted to use half because it already had some decent use on it. So there's the shade. It's a beautiful color. It's probably more for springtime. The next project prompt is Mean Girl Quotes. So I chose the prompt. I saw Katie Heron here. Oh my god, I can't say it. I've said it like 3 times and I keep messing up. So it's the Katie Heron one with flip-flops, army pants. You bring in something that you bought because of somebody else. And I brought in the JCat Beauty Pris Metal Chrome Eye Mousse in Champagne Whiz. And I bought this because of Kathleen Light. It's not this particular shade, but this particular product in general. So there is the product. My goal was to use this 20 times. And I don't think I've used it once in the last month. I think I'm still on 7. So I still have 13 uses. I'm hoping I can hit that goal soon. This would be this is a nice product, but I kind of like these as bases for other products. So like for something like this, which is also in this project, let me just see what this looks like. Yeah, still on 7 uses. So I still have 13 to go. I need to get cracking on that. We'll see. The next project prompt is Panning Games, and I brought in, for this one, I did like a roulette of all my lip products in my collection, and I was like, I'm going to finish whatever I pick. I got the Pat McGrath Labs Venus and Furs Matte Trans Lipstick, and this is a beautiful color, so I'm not making that face because of the color. I love the product a lot. It's just, I used this several times, and it did not move. There's the color. It's so pretty. And after like March, I won't be able to wear this, or I'll have to mix it to lighten it up. Anyway, I still have a while to go. whatever. I'll make whatever progress I can on that. The next project prompt is panning solitaire, and that was the pan that palette theme for last year. So for that, you were to like pan a single and then pan a duo and then a trio and quad, etc. So I decided to just pick a quad and try to finish a shade in there. So I have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Luxury Palette, and I do have pan on a shade, guys. It just happened yesterday. So I did hit pan in this shade, which is Enhance. So yay. I kind of figured that would be the first product or first shade that I hit pan on, and probably the shade that I end up finishing. But yeah, so very excited. Here are it's a really nice, like just everyday eyeshadow palette. Great for those like no makeup days too. So yeah, doing well on that, I feel like. The next project prompt is Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, and that was where you choose a Christmas song and pick a product for it. So I chose Last Christmas by Wham, and I have this MAC pigment in the shade Kitschmas. This pigment is beautiful. I love it so much, and I can tell that I've made a ton of progress on this. So let me put it down here. I love this for my inner corner, to be honest. It's one of my favorite things to put in the inner corner. So there's the shade there. It's so pretty. And I only have one more use to go. I've used it 19 times so far. I wanted to use it 20. So one more use and I can roll this one out, which is awesome. The next project prompt is Significant Other Project Pan, and that was where you had a family member or a friend pick an item for you. So I had Valerie pick an item for me, and she chose this Hourglass Translucent Veiled Translucent Setting Powder. So it's this one here. When I originally rolled this in, I was like, I want to finish it. And then I weighed it, and I was like, I'm not using that much of this product. And there's supposedly 10 grams in here. 10.5 grams. So I was like, I'm only using like 0.3 grams per month. So I don't think I will be able to finish this because I kind of felt like I had never used it before, but I'm pretty sure that's incorrect because I am really close to being done with this. So that's where I am. I'm down to here. There's so little product left in here. In fact, I have taken out the little sifter and that's all that's left. There's some in the cap here. So I am thinking I'll have this done probably by the next update. That's awesome. I haven't finished a loose powder in a long time. I will be so happy to get that out of my collection. I love it. It's a beautiful setting, buffing powder. I use it as a buffing powder. It's a beautiful buffing powder. I've got a couple of other buffing powders that have been in my collection longer than that. So I have like the La Mer, old school La Mer buffing powder. I want to finish that. And I also have a buffing powder from Sicily. So those are high-end items that I want to get some use on too. So, but that's almost done. The last project prompt is Skin is In, and I brought in this Elemis Papaya Enzyme Peel. So it's this one here. So I am close to being done. I don't know if I may be able to finish this by the next update, but I feel like there's still a pretty good amount of product in here. So we'll see. I would say either next month or the month after that, I will have this finished. So yay, very excited about that. So I think by the next update, I will have this finished. I will meet my goal on this, and I will have this finished for sure. And I think that's probably going to be it, unless it gets really cold and I start having to use like that water sleeping mask on a regular basis. But until then, I think those are the three that are probably going to be the ones out next month. I'm currently working on 14 prompts, 2 of which I haven't even started using yet, but I'm pretty sure I'll have 3 more out next month at least, which will leave me with 11, and I'll have 7 months to work on those. I'm feeling pretty good about this project so far. So anyway, that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you're doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye! But the next item I do have some progress on is the next item I do have some progress on. Oh my gosh, wow. Whew. This next one is for the Project Prompt Mean Girl quotes, and I chose the quote, I saw Katie Heron wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I bought army pants and flip-flops. I cannot wait to stop saying that. So I chose the quote, I saw Katie Heron wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I bought army pants and flip-flops. J-Cat Beauty, Prismetal Chrome. Let's do that prompt all over again. How many times have I had to say this prompt? Okay, bye.